So I just wanted to say a few things, then I'm probably going to shut off because I had a meeting this morning with the corporate team. I was in bed. I promise I was listening and talking for about 4 minutes, but I was in so much, I felt so terrible, I fell asleep. So poor Deshelle, she was like, just sleep. You got to just go to bed. So a couple quick things that I just wanted to, and then we're going to turn the time. I'll shut up at that point. But because we lost our shipping team last week, and because we had packaged some stuff, we're about 3 days behind on shipping. So I apologize. Everything that was made, when I say made, like made and bottled and ready to ship, got shipped. Some trim didn't make it out, only because I've got 25,000 pills, but we have to bottle it, right? You have to actually put it in the bottles. We have a counter and you got to count it. And I thought it would be best, since we had some sick people, to leave them at home and not have them even come anywhere near. So we are extremely shorthanded. So we're about 3 days behind, but we will get caught up hopefully tomorrow. Brooke, in her generosity and kindness, has offered her husband and her kids. We're not going to use them, I don't think, tomorrow. We might actually, but I've got a few other slave laborers that we're going to get in there to help us. So apologize. I did have a couple people text me over the weekend as well. I did not respond. I did not feel good. So I was just trying to sleep it off. Couple other quick things I'm going to tell you, which is kind of fun. I want to show you something. I'm not supposed to do this. I just have a bad habit of doing this. This is really cool. Can you guys see that? I'm going to pull it out. This is gold, real gold, not fake gold. It's kind of cool. Remember how we were talking about putting a golden ticket, like a real piece of gold, inside of a chocolate bar? I got them. They're kind of fun. So we're going to work on a fun promotion for Black Friday with that in our chocolate. But it's really stinking cool. It's just a fun promotion. It's just something fun to do. But I just wanted to show you it because I thought it was really cool. I'm also working on, just so you know, a couple different flavors of nitric oxide. The more I've continued to study and work with doctors on nitric oxide, 100% every human being should be taking this every day. Like 100%. So I'm working on a couple other flavors so that it'll taste even better. And for my Cameroonian friends, it'll taste worse because they want it not as sweet. They want more bitter. That's fine. Just want to say thanks. Apologize. There were a couple days behind, but I figured it was best to just let people be healthy. Obviously, we've got a great team, but we don't have 500 employees waiting in the wings to just get everything done, and I didn't want to get anybody sick. So we do have some helping hands tomorrow. Grateful for Tammy stepping up as well. The stuff that obviously was already pre-packaged or we'd packaged, like the pills we've got pills. We got 25,000 pills, but we got to get them in bottles and get those sent. So we're going to try to get all that out tomorrow. We'll start early and be working late. So, but I'm going to sign off and lay my head down, mostly because I drank a bottle of NyQuil and I think I might just fall asleep. So, but I did want to just give you guys an update. Appreciate you so much. So excited for the future. I cannot tell you over the last week how many texts I got. At least, I feel like at least 50 from people with trim, losing weight. My buddy lost 25 pounds. My other friends lost 42 pounds. They are just ecstatic. And I love it because they want to share it with other people. And so that's really cool. So that's my report, getting you guys caught up on our end of products and shipping. But I'm going to shut up now and let the experts do the.
All right, Tammy, I don't know if you had anything that you were going to cover today.
Nope, we're just talking about the stuff that you're working on. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we are still continuing the 2-week trial. I don't know if anyone has sent people to that webpage, sakavu.com/trim-trial. Has anyone sent people to that? Okay, so that's going to be our main page. It's really great because then you don't have to wait for a call for a Tuesday or a Wednesday or Thursday call. You can just send people right to that page. They can watch the video, and then there is a link right underneath it that says get your trim trial. So when you put in that URL, it's going to put in like WA equals, and then it'll say www. You'll just replace that with what you normally send people to go to your shop. So like for me, I put in Brooke Elder at the end, and then that will, when they click on that button, it will take them into your shop, already have you picked as a rep. Okay. So there's the link in the chat. So after the equal sign, that's where you just put in whatever is that username? I'm not sure what we call it. We'll call it a username for now. So that's a really great way to start inviting people to come and try out trim. So our plan is to continue doing this 2-week trial. And then the next thing that we are launching, which it will be ready to go by next week, is our Trim 6 program. So I want to tell you a little bit about the Trim 6 program and how it's going to work. So this is a 6-week coaching program for your customers. This way, so for everyone that you have talked to that has tried trim, you want to go back to them and you want to ask them if they want to participate in a coaching program. So this is going to help them be able to get their results faster and to be able to keep the weight off that they're going to lose. Because I think that's the biggest thing. I don't know how many of you have tried losing weight. I have had a very long weight loss journey. And it seems like, you try keto and then it's good for a little bit and then you gain the weight back, and you do intermittent fasting. And as soon as you start eating again, you gain the weight back. Well, the great thing about being in Endo Balance and staying like either on trim or Balance, our other Kavu product, with those, it's going to help you to keep that weight off. And I'm also going to be teaching during this 6-week coaching program about your metabolism. So I'll tell all of you guys on this call about how really your metabolism works. Because what happens is your metabolism works in about 3-week cycles. So if you notice people, or maybe yourself, you lose weight and you lose weight for maybe about 2-3 weeks, and then you plateau. And then it seems like no matter what you do, you can't lose weight, and you keep trying to push to lose weight. And then what that does is you're actually wrecking your metabolism by doing that. So if we play to our metabolism and we lose weight for 3 weeks, and then we maintain for 3 weeks, what that does is it actually retrains our metabolism and says, so you used to be at 200 pounds. Now you've lost weight for 3 weeks. You're now at, say, 190. We want this to be our new baseline. And so when you maintain for 3 weeks, that resets your metabolism, and then you're ready to start losing weight again. So it makes it so you don't have this like, I'm going to lose a ton of weight and then I'm going to plateau. And so that's the main focus of what we're going to be doing during the 6-week. That's why it's 6 weeks, because we're going to do 3 weeks of losing, and then we're going to do 3 weeks of maintaining. And then if they want to continue and go through the whole program again, then they can do that. So I am going to have a page where you guys can send all of your customers to come and sign up for this 6-week coaching program. So from when we launch it, which my goal is to have it ready by the 22nd, from the 22nd until the 27th, so that week of Thanksgiving and Black Friday, they can join for $27. They do not have to buy product if they don't want to, but I highly suggest that they do. So what will happen is they'll go to a page, we'll tell them about Trim 6. They'll click on a link that says join now. They'll put in their information. They'll click continue. And then on the next page, it will give them 2 different options. They can either purchase Trim and Balance, or they can purchase Trim, Balance, and the proteins, the greens, like the core pack. So those are the two options that they're going to have that they can buy to then use during the 6-week trim program that we're doing. So when you send your customers there, then when they purchase those products, that's going to go and count on your account. So you earn the commission for that. Then during the 6 weeks, they'll be able to go through the coaching. There's going to be like modules and lessons that they'll go through. We'll have a community for them to be able to talk with each other, have accountability. And then there's also going to be weekly coaching calls. So, and me and my team are going to handle all the coaching calls. So you guys don't have to worry about any of that. But I would really suggest that you guys come and participate in this. So that way you can see what it's like. And it's going to help you get a lot of knowledge too about how to help your people. So when you go to check out, if you want to sign up to do this, if you use the code ENDOCOACH, then it will give you the program for free. So, and I will put all of this in an email and everything when it's ready to go to send it out, so don't feel like you have to know all the details right now. I just want it to be very clear on what it is that we're doing with this 6-week coaching program. And then the reason we're starting it now is because then we're going to be able to go through and figure out what's working, what's not, where do we need to tweak it. So that way we can launch beginning of January when everyone wants to lose weight and that's their goals. And it's going to be really easy to get people in to try this 6-week coaching program. So this is a really good way or a good reason really to reach out to all the people that have been on the trial and say, hey, we got something else for you that's going to help you. Maybe they had good results with the trial. Maybe they forgot to take the trial. This is a way that they can get in and get accountability and get help. I'm going to put a bunch of recipes together. Let's see, yesterday I made it was gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free, cannabinoid chocolate donuts. They were amazing. So that's one of the recipes that we'll put in there. So I'm coming up with a bunch of recipes that is using like our protein powder and that it will be, gluten-free, sugar-free, all of that. If people don't care about being gluten-free, then they can just use normal flour, but I have a concoction of flour to make a gluten-free flour that actually like fluffs like flour does. So like those are the things that I'll be teaching. So I have been on a health and weight loss journey for about 8 years now and have learned a lot of what to do and how to make your body healthy. And I don't know if I've told this on this call, but I was diagnosed a long time ago when I was 21 with Crohn's disease. And through diet and supplements, I've been able to get off all medication and I don't have to really do anything anymore. And then adding in all of the cannabinoids has just helped me feel even better than I was before. So all of the things that I've learned over the last 8 years, that's what I'm bringing into this course to train and teach all of your customers. So that way they'll learn how to eat better, how to eat healthy. I will suggest some like workouts to do because we all like losing weight and being able to eat a hamburger is awesome, but you don't want to do that every single day, and eating ice cream every single day and all of that. We want to be healthy. And so that's what this whole program is. Not that you can't go and do that every once in a while, because that's totally fine. But that's what being on trim and everything helps you to do. That if you do want to go out and eat something that maybe you like, quote unquote, shouldn't, it's not going to really affect you. And you're not going to get on the scale and all of a sudden gain 5 pounds overnight, So that is the whole plan of this. And this is good practice for you all because we are we're putting together a training to help you all become endo coaches, because that's really what we are. So if you think about yourself as a coach, follow-up becomes very, very natural, because you're not someone that's just like, oh, I'm going to sell something, I got my money for it, I don't care anymore, and you're not going to talk to them. If you're a coach and you're really helping them through this, you're going to be checking in on them. How are you doing? And I think if you, when you're talking to them, you position yourself as, hey, I'm an endo coach, that it's automatically assumed that you're going to be reaching out to them and you're going to be helping them and coaching them along the way. So I remember it was probably about 10 years ago, maybe longer. Yeah, it's been longer. All right. It's probably more like 16 years ago. I had my very first home party. Like, I didn't really know much about the whole network marketing world, but I had my very first home party, and the consultant came. It was like a home decor party. And one of the things she told me is at this party, she was like, I am your personal home decorator. And I was like, awesome, because I suck at home decorating. Like, that's not a talent of mine at all. My office looks awesome because my friend designed it, not me. So, but just the thought of like having my own personal home decor consultant that I could call her anytime I wanted and she would help me put everything together, like, that was so awesome to me. And that's what you can give to all of your customers that you're working with, is like, hey, I'm an endo coach and I am going to be your personal endo coach to help you find endo balance so that way your body can work in harmony. And it may take a couple different products, we'll see, but we want to help you to be able to achieve that endo balance, because that's when your whole body is going to be working in harmony and you're going to have focus, and the weight that you have that maybe you don't want anymore is going to fall off, because how I see it is that you have the true person who you really are inside. And when you are in endo balance, like, that person gets to shine through. And that's the gift that you get to help other people with by being an endo coach. So when you position yourself that way, it makes it so people automatically are assuming you are there to help them. And so when you are reaching out, it's going to make it feel like you're not bugging people, because I know sometimes people don't want to like follow up with others because they're like, well, I don't want to bug them. But if you've already positioned yourself as, hey, I am your support system to help you, then you're not going to feel like you're bugging them, and they're not going to feel like you're bugging them either. So, all right, I've talked a lot. What questions do you have about any of the things that we've talked about, or any comments or anything?
What was that besides the trim and balance? What was the other thing? Trim and
The other option is the core. So it has the proteins, the greens, the NOx,
Yep.
and then trim. It will have trim and balance. So we still
Okay.
are putting those products together in the system, because
Okay.
so balance, Kavu Balance is the one without caffeine. It's the
Oh,
one
okay.
that in Ogden in September, everyone got some to try.
Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to teach people to do is in the first 3 weeks to take trim, and
Yeah.
then the next 3 weeks to take balance.
Oh, okay.
So, and we're going to call the first 3 weeks is going to be called trim. The next 3 weeks is going to be called balance. So they're going to be in trim, and then they're going to be in balance. Because that's what we're doing. We're going to trim them down, and then we're going to balance them out, right?
And what was that website again? To send the customers to?
So it's sakavu.com. It's in the chat. It's sakavu.com/trim-trial. And then you'll be able to put your username at the end, so that way you get credit when they purchase the bottle of trim. Any other questions?
And that link, this is Judith. Hi, thanks,
Hi,
Tammy.
Judith.
Tammy. The link you just talked about is not the same link we're going to use for the Trim 6, right?
Right. So the trim 6 is trim hyphen then the number 6. It's there and up. So if you guys want to go look at it, but it doesn't work. So like, don't fill it out and try to sign up for anything yet. You can go and look at the page if you want to see, and it says all the different aspects of what they're going to get during the 6 weeks. So I just barely finished creating that page, but everything else is not set up yet.
Okay. No, I'll just wait for when you put it in the email so the steps will be written in it. And
So
okay.
did you say our way to get to our pages? Do you replace the question mark WA equals with that?
You keep the question mark WA equals. After the equal sign, that's where you then put in your username.
Okay.
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 So for this week, if we were going to say, what are our action steps for this week? Your action steps are still be inviting people to do a trial. And if you wanted to do a free trial, they can still do that. They would sign up because we still have free trial available. Or if you want them to just go and purchase it, it will go through that same link. So I've just been having all of my clients just purchase it. I haven't done any of the free ones. So it's up to you how you want to do it. I tell them, I position it as it's a trial. Go try it for free. If you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. So positioning it that way, I've found that when I'm following up with people, that they're actually trying it because they have skin in the game. You know, they've actually purchased something. And if they're willing to purchase on a trial, they also are willing to continue to purchase it. They aren't people who are just looking for a free handout. So that's just my own personal opinion. And that's why I haven't done the free trial and I just make them pay for it. So it's totally up to you guys how you want to do it though. We'd still have free ones to offer. So if that's something you want to do, you still can do that.
And the calls are still happening on Wednesday and Thursdays. So 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah. So Wednesday, Thursdays, that's still happening.
So now you just have some more options to when you're talking with people. I like to just send them the link because it's only an 8-minute video. And then I follow up with them. And some people, when I send them the link, I'll follow up with them like the next day and they're like, oh, I haven't watched it yet. Then I say, okay, great. I don't want to keep bugging you. So let me know when you're going to watch it so I can follow up. So that way you're getting that micro commitment of when they say they're going to watch it. And I tell them it's only 8 minutes. I just want to make sure that I'm here to answer any questions that you have because it's a very different way of looking at weight loss. So that's like my language of what I've been saying.
Sounds good.
Good. So homework is, or action steps, I should say. I used to be an elementary school teacher, so I'm all about homework, but so still invite people to do the trial, but also follow up with every single person that you've invited to the trial and see if they'd be interested in the Trim 6 program. And let them know that if they say, yep, that sounds really awesome. Like I posted on my personal page that I was putting together a 6-week program that was going to help people be able to lose weight. I don't really remember what I said. I can go back. If you guys aren't friends with me on Facebook, you can find me on Facebook and then you can see on my posts all the things that I've been posting. But I think I got like 38 people or so commenting, say that they were interested in doing this program. So once I have the link ready for them to sign up, then I'll be messaging all of those people and giving them the link and saying, hey, you have until the 27th to sign up for $27. After that, it's going up to 47. And the 6 weeks are going to start on Monday, the 29th. So they want to sign up And it's really like, they're going to eat a ton on Thanksgiving. They're going to feel fat. Then they're going to be like, all right, I'm ready. Let's lose weight. At least that's how I am on Thanksgiving. I'm ready to like start working out Black Friday, you know? So that would be a good day to hit people up and be like, hey, there's only one more day. I know you had said you wanted to sign up. I want to just make sure that we got you in, you know? So that way we can get people going through this, so we can start getting testimonials, getting feedback. So we're going to be ready to launch this again in January. Any other questions about that? How to follow up, I know, like, I used to have a really hard time knowing exactly what to say. So if there's situations that you don't know what to say, like, you're welcome to also like message me on Facebook and say, hey, I'm needing help with this. How would you say this? And I'm happy to help you with that too.
Thank you, Brooke. You are bringing a ton of expertise. I appreciate it. Teaching us a lot of stuff. And Zane agrees. He's over here sleepily, groggily nodding. So, Tammy, is there anything you needed to add? Otherwise, we can throw it over to Steve and wrap it up.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, then I just want to add a few thoughts. One is, the whole element of teaching and being a mentor, especially when weight loss, when you think that most people have 30, 40, sometimes 50-year, 60-year head start on learning how to do all the wrong things, to think that they're just going to take a sample in 2 days and all of a sudden undo all the bad habits and undo all the behavior that they've done for their whole lives. I mean, it's not a secret of why it's so hard to do that. So therefore, I'm saying you're tapping into something that, remember, it's really not a weight loss program. It's a change of lifestyle program, change of a belief program, changing people's health. It's a big job, right? And all the programs we have are ways to get their attention. For some people, it's accountability. For some people, it's relationship. For some people, it's expertise. But as Brooke says, setting yourself up to be one of those people and having a program, even before you know it, that actually kind of works for you is in some ways what we're doing, right? So the thing is when you're teaching somebody, the easiest thing to do is to keep adding things as opposed to taking things away. So look what we've done here, right? You still have a free trial program. We're not taking it away, right? What do we do when someone goes through the free trial program? We're upselling them on an additional product to even get faster results. We're not taking anything away from them either, right? We're adding. Now at that point, when someone goes through a free trial or goes through the paid trial, in a sense, it's up to you on how you're comfortable with your people and bringing them in the program. You're simply offering them another option. I'm saying to add value to the program. So you can go from free to upsell to coaching. You can skip free and upsell and go right to coaching and products. I'm saying, so if you notice, it's not a case that there's 4 or 5 different programs. There's one program, but where do you want to start your people in that program, right? That's where it's maybe simpler than what you're hearing. Do I do free? Do I do paid? Do I do coaching? No, the truth is there's the line. Right? They're all weapons in your toolbox. And depending on who you're speaking to, who needs the most help, who's the most open, who's the most willing, is what you decide, because they're your tools. But I just want you to always remember how hard it is for someone to change, right? Whether it be weight loss, whether it be belief in themselves, whether it be income, whether it be their routine in life, right? What time they wake up in the morning, what time they go to sleep. All of us struggle with making change, right? The difference about this one is this one affects their entire life. It affects people they care about. And so to say that, you need a little bit of coaching, for $27, a little coaching to help you through that change, I don't know. You see what I mean? It's all about context and perspective. So you could look at this and go, wait a second, it's no longer free. We're selling them products. Now we're selling them coaching. What happened to this free program? No, actually, we didn't change anything, right? Because the truth is, as you change going through this program, you're going to change the way that which tools you use. You'll also change the way, again, depending on the person you meet. That's when, so the truth is you're doing a lot of teaching, mentoring, and coaching, but the truth is you're getting a lot of teaching, mentoring, and coaching as you experienced it yourself, right? So when you hang up this phone call, what I would do, right, is I would think about what new people can I get into the 2-week trial if that was working for me? Because the thing is, you want to work what's working for you. You don't have to stop what you're doing, right? And actually, you just may find you can speed people along. But the other thing is everyone on this phone call has somebody that went through the program who had success. And I don't know anyone who has success that doesn't want to share it with somebody else and get them in the same program that they got in. So if we're going to exponentially grow during these holidays, when weight loss is a big issue, when no one wants to skip dessert, no one wants to skip the pumpkin pie, right? No one wants to skip the, the stuffing part of the turkey, right? Or the gravy. I'm saying, help them, get as many people in that program that you worked successfully, and now you can add value and make it even more effective. So imagine if everything you did before, and those people had coaching, those people had a system, those people had a process to not only get through the program themselves, but during that 6 weeks, it's also going to teach them how to bring other people into the program because they're going to care about getting the same results that they got. And that's the organic way approach. If we teach people unnatural behavior, if we teach people, to be salespeople, if we teach people information, if we teach people how to lecture people, how to guilt people, how to shame people, right? How to, Google this information, we lose, right? But when we teach people organically how to change, and it feels natural, feels good, take them through the hard parts of it, and give them that support material that Brooke is going to give, that's how it's going to grow. So we're all growing, right? And part of that growth is giving you more options. And so when you hang up the phone call, which option works best for you? Find out, right? Find out don't try to save all the people who didn't get through the program. Don't work with the people who didn't work with you. Work with the people who the program worked for, right? We say the low hanging fruit. It's hard to say in a weight loss program, maybe, but I'm saying go with the people that makes your life easier. Don't go with the people who are challenging you, right? Get positive reinforcement from the people who had a positive experience and say, is there anyone that we can help during this holiday season? If you feel you're struggling, are you interested in getting some personal attention, some personal coaching, mentoring on how to get through the holidays when it's going to be the most challenging? Anyone else you care about? I'm saying, just talk to people, build a relationship, and get as many people in the program now, because this is the season, right? And then once New Year starts, when everyone who didn't listen will now really want to listen, it's nice to have a lot of those testimonials of all those people that you helped on the way. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Tammy, to take us home since Zane's probably already sleeping.
Okay, well, I have nothing to add to that. That was beautiful. So I'm just going to say good night. Thank you guys. Enjoy your week.